Hey guys, happy Monday. So yesterday I talked a little bit, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I talked a little bit about how we need to, trust God's path for our life. And I think that a lot of times we get stuck in the trusting because we're not totally surrendering our life to God. Because we like to nitpick things that we want to give to God, and then the other things we want to have control over. I can tell you right now that's not going to work. You have to fully trust in every aspect of your life, your job, your relationship, your family, your friends, everything. You have to trust that God will direct all those steps. Truly, you have to trust with all of your might, with all of your soul. Because if you don't, if there's one little bit of doubt that God will direct your path, it's not going to work. You guys have to be more faithful and realize that God's got you in his hands. So many people fail at this. And then there's also those people that will complain about how their life isn't going the way they want, or whatever it is, they just, instead of being thankful, they complain. And so, I hear a lot of this. And I just feel like if you would let go of what's burdening you and let God take it, God's going to take it from you. God's going to, now, the pain's not going to automatically stop. It's not like that. But when you decide that, hey, I am ready to give this up to God. I am so ready to be over this sorrow and discomfort in my life. God, I don't want it. You take it. Guys, we need God. We need him ridiculously. We need him so much. And until we surrender our life to him, every aspect, our life isn't going to change. And another thing too is, I hear people say, I don't know about this and I don't know about that. And I said, well, have you prayed about it? Have you asked God for confirmation? Or have you asked God for his provision in this aspect? No, I never prayed. Okay. You need to start with prayer. You need to start with surrendering everything that is going on in your life. And when you do that, because I've done that, it's the sense of just relief off of your shoulder. You don't feel like you have to handle it all by yourself. It feels like just this relief is gone, you feel like God is really taking it from you. And he is. And so, that brings me into, when you surrender your life to God, you are surrendering all of the negativity in your life, right? You have to surrender every negative aspect of it. If you're hanging out with the wrong crowd, it might just be not hanging out with that crowd anymore. Bad company is one of the things that a lot of people struggle with because they're not having good influences in their life. And if you don't have good influences in your life, where's your moral code at? Where's your moral system going? If you have people doing all this stuff over here that's not good, you're going to tend to go that way. Now, if you have another crowd and they're doing good, and you need to start following that path. And sometimes it takes a big step in your life to say, I can't do this anymore with you guys. This isn't what I want to do anymore. You can change that. You have every right to change that, and God will give you the power to change that and to, rethink of where you want your life to go. A lot of times people just go down the bad path because they feel like that's all they have and that's all they can do. And that's so not true. You can be redeemed every single day by God when you hit your knees and you pray and you ask for his provision. And also the selflessness. So many people are so full of themselves that they don't actually think about others and what they're going through either. They just think that their problem is the worst thing ever and, poor me. And I think that we need to change that. We need to change that and look at other people. And when you decide to be there for another person, when you decide to help another person, regardless of what you're going through, that brings you joy. It brings you joy to help other people. It brings you joy to be selfless and stop being so full of everything that's burdening you and actually focus on somebody else, because somebody else could be going through so much worse than you are, but you're not acknowledging that because you're so full of yourself. I just want to say today, let's stop being selfish and let's start being selfless. Let's go to people who need the help. Go to people who need the help, because honestly, if we do that, God is going to bless us in that process. Give your life to God, surrender yourself to God. And I pray today that whoever is watching this just, hits a new period in their life, a new season in their life, that they will trust God with all of their might, and that God takes over their life. And I say this in every video, guys, if you need me, call me, text me, message me. I don't think everybody watches my Instagram videos, but I also do Instagram videos. Follow me on Instagram, read my blogs. Keep yourself in a daily communication with the Lord, because when you do that, your actions and the way you feel are going to change. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you need me. See you guys.